Centrally Park. The public bed, a shopper's beach. Statue, river, traffic turns you into uneasy hero. Tall, saddled, horse cantering circles upon circles. It's a fast shot of the races, an all-green urge. Could you, why don't you, turn off the TV of the world and sit on this bench beside this stranger? Go on and question, sigh, and fan, linger. It's a noise show, slow down, with an idiot's boombox suddenly blossoming into a carousel of characters. My children, step right in. The zoo is open and the bars in front of you are nothing but the slow shadows of time. The top level of the tour bus lifts off a new cyclone at Coney. The sun turns from Frank O'Hara to begin conversing with you, barreling ahead on skeletal schedule with everybody, talking to everybody else on universal cell phone. World walking to the beat of the symphony of the street love. Well, maybe what we're talking about is down in the subways, where if you see the signs to make sure that we are all homeland secure, are going to remind you, if you see something, say something. But isn't that really the poet's job anyway? So comes this poem. If you see something, say something. Banana. Of course, it doesn't have to be banana. You might see something else. But it is, I've discovered, very hard to get the word banana into a poem. So when you have the opportunity, I think you should just go ahead and take it. Friendship. First day of fall feels like first day of fall. Something right with the world standing on ATM line, West 12th Village, morning brittle breeze. Tiny man in overcoat in front of me pivots, remarks, beautiful day. Day of beauty, I allow. The world in the wind stops for a red light. Crisp money spits from the machine, hot off the presses. 20s, salting the air, taking flight. Like to visit? He asks, hopeful eyebrows. I follow his hat up the stairs, through the locks, cramped, musty, full of paintings, a golden light that says time infuses his face. The Hudson swims low in the sun. We huddle round the samovar he brought from Russia, bone china cup for you, and glass tea for him. Our faces intermingle in the silver curves. The tea he serves is the tea in beautiful. I don't know, when Papa Suso Magrio is finishing up his Ramadan by telling a poem up in the Bronx, is that a New York poem? I heard him do Kanjiba Kantaba, which is a short one. It's kind of a funny one. It's about this guy who has terrible, terrible luck. Only bad things happen to him. And, well, for example, when he puts on the new clothes, he looks terrible, but when he puts on used clothes, hand-me-downs, he looks great. What kind of life is that? And then when he goes off to have dinner and he's eating the miso, the rice, it tastes like like mud. And when he tastes the oyo, the water, it's like blood. And then, he just can't even get a job. There's nothing. It's a bad luck kind of guy. So he sits down under the big bambao tree, and he prays to God. He says, Allah, please, I can't get anything. I got the bad luck on me. Isn't there something you can do for me, God? Why don't you go ahead and just kill me? And just at that moment, tree limb falls off and lands right beside him. Kanjiba Kantaba gets up and runs off and says, now I understand everything. Whatever I was thinking of. What could I have been thinking of? Thought. I was a thinking thought. All I was thought, and I needed to get it out. It rhymed. It was a story. An image slugs your face like a lost skylark, timed like a suicide. The thought counters. Wait. I'm the thought. Inner workings, who's to know? It gets out, even a poem turned to the wall. You can read shadow. It is pre-writing. It is, as Professor Ong says, meaning nested in sound. Where does the ong come from? From song. Wrong, strong, gong. Day-long diphthong, playing ping pong with King Kong. How much terror can one life hold? The way you held me, that death smell. Can the idea of thought keep death out? I thought you were dead, but it was me. My father, the suicider, and then my stepfather followed, and as ever, yours, fatherless. I always feel like a fatherless child. It took vowels to develop analytic thought. They go cheek to jowl. Like the saying, a picture is worth 1,000 words. Why is it a saying? You ought to be a picture of a man crying with a child crying beside him and an unspeakable wind, idiot. A fog with two lights sticking out of it. Sure, they go up too far, illuminating nothing, and they're in the wrong place too. But what would you have us do? Now we are us, all thinking about every skylark, accident after accident, until the horrible truth finally dawns. It's dawn, and you're still awake, and the streets are long and lonely and dark, and Mr. Ong's guitar gently weeps. I think I want Mr. Ong to be my father. That thought rapidly passing the other way, a fireman heading up the stairway looking for the fire while the bodies fall all around. Apples, gravity, the afterlife. Suddenly praise poems are obituaries. Papa Suso taught me that. If you listen, the walls speak the poetry. Writing is death. So busy remembering everything, he forgot to do anything worth remembering. Get milk! A sing-along passed on and on generationally till it loops into an epic. Read that back. And when saying becomes everything thought is sound, a brilliant collapse. What I'm saying through corpse, thought reinvigorating, it's agonizing ever so, the year of the grandson. Hello, in the final message, I'm happy. Why did I say that? Contained under the hat, universe condenses into single image. Image of song, song of a painting, painting of dance, a dancing poem. No hay problema. ¿Problema? Aquí, yo tengo uno. Más de uno, de hecho, un puñado de ellos. Mi vida es un enorme problema hecho de 1,000,000 de pequeños problemas. ¡Ayúdame! ¡Problema! ¡Aquí! ¡Ahora mismo! No es problema encontrar un problema. Ven aquí. Los sacamos del saco. Problemas, problemas, problemas. ¿Cómo te atreves a decirme que no hay problemas? ¿Bromeas? Problemas, problemas, problemas. Thank you. Okay. I think that's about it. Oh, why don't I read this? I'll just read my new book. It's called Box. Unbilled box. Deboxify box. Unbox. Anti-box. Call it no box. It makes a box. That's the point. Thank you.